friends, I am Vaibhav Srivastav from Vaibhav E-Learning Academy, and today we are going to discuss about biomolecules, or this is our part number 2. So in this video we will be learning about amino acids and lipids. So आज हम लोग ये दो टॉपिक खत्म करने वाले हैं, अमाइनो एसिड्स एंड लिपिड्स को. So इससे पिछले वीडियो, द लास्ट वीडियो, हमने देखा था अबाउट द इंट्रोडक्शन टू व्हाट इज बायोमोलिक्यूल्स. हमने देखा था हाउ टू क्लासिफाई बायोमोलिक्यूल्स ऑन द टू टाइप्स, एंड देन हमने ये भी देखा था कि हाउ टू परफॉर्म केमिकल टेस्ट एनालिसिस टू फाइंड आउट अगर वो सॉल्युबल है या नहीं. सो वी डिस्कस ऑल दीज थिंग्स. हमने मेटाबोलाइट्स, प्राइमरी मेटाबोलाइट्स, सेकेंडरी मेटाबोलाइट्स, मेटाबॉलिज्म, कैटाबॉलिज्म, एनाबॉलिज्म, इन सब के बारे में भी डिस्कस किया था. तो आज की वीडियो में वी आर कंटिन्यूइंग विद अमाइनो एसिड्स एंड लिपिड्स. तो स्टार्ट. तो फर्स्ट टॉपिक है अमाइनो एसिड्स. सो अगर उसके नेम को देखें हम लोग तो क्या आता है टर्म? द टर्म इज अमाइनो एसिड्स. सो ये है इसका नेम. फ्रॉम दिस नेम हम लोग को दो चीजें पता चलती है, एक अमाइनो और एक एसिड्स. अमाइनो मतलब 11th केमिस्ट्री में अमाइनो का मतलब होता है NH2 ग्रुप, इसको कहते हैं अमाइनो. एंड एसिड्स हम लोग यूजुअली रिफर करते हैं कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड्स को, विच इज COOH, C डबल बॉन्ड OH. सो ये है NH2 एंड ये है C डबल बॉन्ड OH. सो दिस इज अमाइन, दिस इज एसिड. कौन सा एसिड? कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड. कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड. सो इन दोनों के कॉन्जुगेशन को, इट मीन्स एडिशन ऑफ अमाइनो ग्रुप और अमाइन ग्रुप एंड दी कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड ग्रुप, मिक्सचर ऑफ दोस इन वन कंपाउंड इज नोन एज एन अमाइनो एसिड. अगर इन दोनों को आप एक कंपाउंड में ऐड करके एक फॉर्मूला बनाए, उसको हम लोग अमाइनो एसिड कहते हैं. अब ये दोनों कहां पे अटैच होंगे? वेयर विल दे अटैच? वो अटैच होते हैं एक कार्बन पे. एंड कार्बन इन द सेंस हमें कार्बन डायरेक्टली नहीं लेना है. अमाइनो एसिड्स अगर हम लोग देखें यहाँ पे, amino acids, they are also called substituted methanes. अब इन्हें हम लोग कहते हैं substituted methanes. अब हमें substituted का मतलब पता है. substitution means taking one and putting another one at that place. एक चीज को हटा के दूसरे को डालना. मीथेन का मतलब होता है CH4. अब CH4 मतलब अगर सिंगल कार्बन है तो उसको मेथ कहते हैं, 2 कार्बन टू एथ, तो ये ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री का पार्ट है. सो CH4 मतलब मेथेन, सब्स्टिट्यूटेड मेथेन. अब अमाइनो एसिड में हमने दो ग्रुप्स की बात की थी, एक है NH2 और एक है C डबल बॉन्ड OH, कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड. तो हम लोग इन चार कार्बन को कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? CH, H, H एंड H. दिस इज मीथेन, ये मीथेन है. अब हम लोग एक साइड को हाइड्रोजन को निकाल करके NH2 ग्रुप डालते हैं. एक साइड के हाइड्रोजन को हटा के हम लोग C डबल बॉन्ड OH डालते हैं, और एक साइड के RH को हटा के हम लोग डालते हैं R. अब ये R का मतलब क्या है? हियर R मीन्स एल्काइल ग्रुप. एल्काइल ग्रुप इज अ ग्रुप कार्बन कंटेनिंग ग्रुप. कोई भी ग्रुप जो कार्बन और हाइड्रोजन से बना उसको अल्काइल ग्रुप कहते हैं, और यहाँ पे हाइड्रोजन को हाइड्रोजन ही रहने देते हैं. सो दिस इज द बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ एन अमीनो एसिड. आप अमीनो एसिड का कोई भी स्ट्रक्चर निकाल दो, ऐसे उसका बेस स्ट्रक्चर रहेगा, उसमें मॉडिफिकेशन करके आप उसको दूसरे टाइप ऑफ अमीनो एसिड बना सकते हैं. सो दिस इज अबाउट द अमीनो एसिड. सी, जिसमें एक साइड लगा रहता है एसिड और एक साइड लगा है अमाइन ग्रुप. जिस साइड कार्बन के जिस साइड पे लगा है अमाइन ग्रुप, द साइड वेयर नाइट्रोजन ग्रुप इज अटैच्ड, इस टर्मिनल को कहते हैं एन टर्मिनल. एंड जिस साइड कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड लगा है, दिस ग्रुप, दिस साइड इज कॉल्ड सी टर्मिनल. ये होता है बेसिक ऑफ व्हाट इज एन अमाइनो एसिड, ये स्ट्रक्चर. अब आफ्टर about peptide bonds. So उससे before moving on that, let us revise what we did over here. So this is a carbon. Carbon has 4 valency, 4 valency होते हैं, and the valencies are filled with hydrogens. So CH4, that is an methane. So when you take amino acid, amino is NH2 group and acid is COOH, carboxylic acid. So when you remove one side and add an acid, other side and add an amino group, and one side you add an alkyl group, then you form a structure. This base structure is the basic structure for amino acids. Now we all know that amino acids are simple substances. From digestion and absorption हमें पता है कि अमाइनो एसिड के ग्रुप को, the polymer of amino acid will form proteins. So ये हो गया basic structure. Now polymer of amino acid forms proteins. What does this mean? इसका मतलब क्या है? Now for example, in our previous videos, अपने पिछली वीडियो में हमने बात किया है that ग्लूकोज ये जो होता है ये कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स का सबसे बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर होता है. वन सिंगल ग्लूकोज इज कॉल्ड एज मोनोमर. जब ये ग्लूकोज कंबाइन करता है विद अदर ग्लूकोज, दिस इज अ डाइमर. एंड व्हेन यू कंबाइन अ लॉट ऑफ ग्लूकोज, ढेर सारे ग्लूकोज को जब एक साथ कंबाइन कर दो, we'll learn that in carbohydrates in this topic of biomolecules. So when you combine all the glucose, ये बनता है पॉलीमर. ओके, नाउ ग्लूकोज के पॉलीमर को हम लोग कहते हैं कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स. अब कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स इज द पॉलीमर ऑफ ग्लूकोज. सिमिलरली लिपिड्स, फैटी एसिड्स के मोनोमर को कहते हैं लिपिड्स. नहीं, फैटी एसिड्स, लिपिड्स डू नॉट फॉर्म पॉलीमर्स. Lipids are not monomers. We'll discuss that again. So now we have this as polymer, monomer of glucose. Polymer of glucose is called as a carbohydrate. Now similarly, instead of glucose, if we take amino acids, simple amino acid AA, this is a monomer of amino acid. Monomer of amino acids. अगर हम लोग ऐसे ढेर सारे अमाइनो एसिड लेने, AA amino acid, this forms a protein. वही लिखा है, the polymer of amino acid is protein. Okay. Now this amino acids are linked together to form protein. Amino acids जुड़े हैं to form protein. Now how are they added? ये दोनों जुड़े कैसे हैं? तो the bond formed between them, जो इन दोनों के बीच का बॉन्ड होता है, इसको कहते हैं पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड. एंड जहां भी पेप्टाइड टर्म आए उसका मतलब प्रोटीन होता है. Even in digestion, some enzymes are there. कुछ enzymes होते हैं peptide enzymes. So peptide enzymes help in digestion of protein. So यहाँ पे peptide bonds कहते हैं इसे, जो कि form होते हैं. Now the next topic है कि how are peptide bonds formed. So here till now what we discussed, polymer of amino acid is protein. So one amino acid is called as monomer and a polymer of amino acid is known as a protein. Similarly in the case of glucose also. And the amino acids are joined with the help of these bonds. These bonds are known as peptide bonds. After peptide bonds, we have how are these peptide bonds formed. So peptide bonds क्या है? To understand peptide bonds, हम लोग ढेर सारे amino acids बनाएंगे because a group of amino acid forms a protein. So here is a carbon, hydrogen, R, C double bond O, OH. एंड NH2. यह है एक अमीनो एसिड. अब यहीं पे एक और अमीनो एसिड बनाते हैं. ये NH2 को रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे ऐसे, NH2. अगेन एक और बनाते हैं, C N H H NH2 is C double bond O OH. यहाँ अल्काइल, here R1 कह सकते हैं इसको, and here R2. Because both और अमाइनो एसिड्स दोनों सेम टाइप के होंगे जरूरी नहीं है. Any amino acid can combine to form a protein. So here can be R1, here can be R2, and here hydrogen. Let us draw one more over here. H N, again a H, C H R, C double bond O OH, and it will continue. So one thing we notice, हमें इससे ये पता चलता है कि any amount of amino acid. So this is one. Let me write it a little bit congested over here. C double bond O, and यहाँ पे N OH, यहाँ पे H. Okay. This is one amino acid. This is one amino acid. This is one amino acid. अब the number of amino acid does not matter. चाहे जितने भी amino acid हो, the left terminal, which is over this side, the left terminal is always going to have an amino group. So always the left terminal is going to be an N terminal, and always the right terminal is going to end with carboxylic acid. So जितने भी आप बना लो अमाइनो एसिड के चेन्स को, जिसका लेफ्ट टर्मिनल होगा हमेशा वो अमाइन से ही एंड होगा और उसका राइट टर्मिनल हमेशा कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड से ही एंड होगा। तो ऑलवेज उसका राइट टर्मिनल सी टर्मिनल होता है और लेफ्ट टर्मिनल उसका NH2 होता है। सो अब यहाँ पे वी हैव टू बॉन्ड देम। अब बॉन्डिंग वी आर डूइंग बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ डिहाइड्रेशन। क्या है डिहाइड्रेशन? डिहाइड्रेशन मतलब कि हाइड्रेशन वाटर, डिहाइड्रेशन रिमूविंग द वाटर। सो व्हेन यू रिमूव द वाटर फ्रॉम दिस चेन दैट इज कॉल्ड एज डिहाइड्रेशन। आप इस चेन से पानी निकालो। अब यहाँ पे आपको पानी कहाँ मिल रहा है? दिस स्ट्रक्चर ओवर हियर। ये OH और ये H दोनों कंबाइन करके फॉर्म करते हैं वाटर, और ये वाटर यहाँ से -H2 हो जाता है, निकल जाता है। सो दिस इज नोन एज रिमूवल ऑफ वाटर विच इज डिहाइड्रेशन। सिमिलरली यहाँ पे भी आप देखेंगे तो यहां से भी -H2 हो जाता है। दिस इज ऑल्सो डिहाइड्रेशन। अब इसको हम यहाँ पे छोटा सा ड्रॉ करते हैं। अगर CnH2 और C डबल बॉन्ड O यहाँ हाइड्रोजन। अब यहाँ से OH हट गया, देयर इज नो OH डायरेक्टली ऑन द कार्बन अटैच्ड। सो अगेन कार्बन, अगेन H, अगेन C डबल बॉन्ड O attached somewhere else and here R2 R1 that will be R3 suppose। तो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? एक्चुअली हियर आफ्टर C डबल बॉन्ड O आना चाहिए OH, लेकिन OH की जगह एक नाइट्रो ग्रुप है, राइट? यहाँ पे एक नाइट्रोजन ग्रुप आएगा। ऐसे कंटिन्यू होता है। सो एक्चुअली यहाँ पे कार्बन है, आफ्टर कार्बन कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड। एक्चुअली यहाँ पे इस सेकेंड कार्बन के बाद आना चाहिए OH, बट दैट इज एक्चुअली अ नाइट्रोजन ओवर हियर। कार्बन के बाद सीधा नाइट्रोजन है। दिस बॉन्ड बिटवीन कार्बन एंड नाइट्रोजन, ये वाले बॉन्ड को हम लोग कहते हैं पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड। द बॉन्ड बिटवीन कार्बन एंड नाइट्रोजन इज नोन एज पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड। अब इसको एक बार समराइज करते हैं। लेट अस समराइज दिस। How will you summarize? Again we are going to draw it. एक यहाँ से C H R N H H C double bond O O H, again here C N H H H R C double bond O O H। Let us draw just two, ये दो structures बनाते हैं। Then we make a bond between them. How? By removing the water. -H2O. इसको कहते हैं dehydration. That is called as dehydration reaction. So here what happens is C H R NH2 N H C H R C double bond O and will continue. सो ये बॉन्ड बिटवीन कार्बन एंड नाइट्रोजन, इस बॉन्ड को हम लोग कहते हैं पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड। पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड। सो द बॉन्ड बिटवीन कार्बन एंड नाइट्रोजन ऑफ टू अमाइनो एसिड्स, दो अमाइनो एसिड्स हैं, ये एक अमाइनो एसिड है, ये एक अमाइनो एसिड है। दो अमाइनो एसिड्स को ज्वाइन करता हुआ जो बॉन्ड है उसको कहते हैं पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड। एंड दिस पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड इज द बॉन्ड व्हिच इज रिस्पांसिबल फॉर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ प्रोटीन्स। पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड इज अ बॉन्ड formed between amino acids. Amino acid. So amino acid, ये this is one amino acid, this is a monomer. ये एक monomer है, ये एक monomer है, इन दोनों को combine किया है। It will continue, the chain continues from here and the chain even continues from here. It can be of n number, and remember whenever you are drawing amino acid, n number of chains, the left term will always end with NH2 and the right term will always end in C double bond O OH, that is carboxylic acid. So this was about the formation of peptide bonds. Peptide bonds are the bonds we will be discussing about the types of amino acid. So अभी हम लोग types of amino acid discuss करने वाले हैं. We have discussed कि amino acid का structure कैसा होता है and we have discussed about the peptide bond. तो अभी types of amino acids. Now the classification of amino acids is of two types. दो तरीके से हम लोग इसे क्लासिफाई कर सकते हैं। फर्स्ट तरीका इज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ सब्स्टिट्यूशन। अब सब्स्टिट्यूशन मीन्स as we have discussed substituted methane, it means that हम लोग एक चीज को कट कर रहे हैं, कुछ और लगा रहे हैं. सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ सब्स्टिट्यूशन. एंड सेकेंड वन इज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ अवेलेबिलिटी. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ availability. अब availability where in the body. हमें ये देखना है कि वो बॉडी में अवेलेबल कितना है, कितना what quantity is available inside the body. So this is the two types of amino acid distribution. So let's start with the first one. On the basis of substitution में पहला टाइप आता है acidic amino acid. First one A, acidic amino acid. अब ये acidic amino acid मतलब why do we say it as acidic amino acid? Amino acid is already acid. See, amino acid. And why do we say acidic amino acid? Because in acidic amino acid we are adding extra acid. So normally we know that this is the structure. C, COOH carboxylic group, NH2 amine group, H and R. Agar instead of R we are substituting another group which has more acidic character. For example, CH2 COOH. So this is called an acidic amino acid. Why? Because यहाँ पे देखिए दो COOH है, इसलिए इसको कहते हैं acidic amino acid. And one type of acidic amino acid is CH2 taken twice COOH. This is a type of acidic amino acid, and this acidic amino acid is known as glutamic acid. So glutamic acid is an example of acidic amino acid. Here what happens is extra COOH group added. Here ये है acidic amino acid. So यहाँ पे क्या किया हमने COOH one group already लगा रहता है, इसमें हमने extra COOH group add किया है, which makes it acidic. COOH amino acid is already acidic, and to induce more acidic character, we add another COOH carboxylic acid, which will give it more acidic character. So it is known as acidic amino acid. And one example is glutamic acid. When you are adding COOH to CH2 taken twice, then this is a glutamic acid. So we add extra COOH group. This is acidic amino acid. And after acidic amino acid, we have basic amino acid. And as we can guess, basic amino acid, it means that there is an extra basic. So B, basic amino acid. अब यहाँ basic amino acid में क्या होता है? Instead of COOH, we add CH2 NH2. एक example है lysine. Lysine is a amino acid basic, and this is not lysine. Actually CH2 NH2, अगर आप NH2 ऐड करो तो ये basic होता है. And अगर if you take CH2 taken 4 times into NH2, then this is a lysine. And here extra NH2, yeah, basic group is added. So because the question is, here it is written amino acid and here it is a base. So basic acid means it does not mean that this is not an acid. This is an acid, but its acidic character is less. It is lesser than the normal or neutral amino acid. So ये है basic amino acid lysine. Now on the basis of substitution we discussed acidic and basic. अब अगर एक और चीज होता है, आप neither substitute कर रहे हो NH2 को, now they are substituting COOH, then that type of amino acid is known as neutral amino acids. Now in the type of amino acids, we have a third classification, neutral amino acid, which has more further classification. We have here neutral. Now neutral amino acid, these are classified, ये भी classify किए हैं. These are being classified on the basis of what is present inside them. So actually amino acid is C, COOH, NH2, H and R. Now instead of R, when I am substituting extra COOH, extra acid, then it is acidic. Substituting extra amine, it is basic. When you are substituting anything other than acids or base, acid या base छोड़ कुछ और अगर आप substitute करें तो वो आता है neutral amino acid. Now there are many types of neutral amino acid, but there are 4 most important neutral amino acid. First one is hydrogen substituted amino acid. अब यहाँ पे क्या होता है, हाइड्रोजन सब्स्टिट्यूटेड अमीनो एसिड, ये है C, ये COOH, ये है NH2, and यहाँ पे है hydrogen, and instead of this R group also we are removing this and we are substituting another hydrogen. This is a glycine. This is a glycine. So glycine ये हाइड्रोजन सब्स्टिट्यूटेड अमीनो एसिड है. वन स्पेशलिटी इज इट इज द सिंपलेस्ट अमीनो एसिड. अगर आप एक R अल्काइल ग्रुप की जगह एक सिंपल वन एटम ग्रुप हाइड्रोजन लगा दो, so it becomes a glycine, which is a hydrogen substituted amino acid. So what we did over here is instead of R group we are substituting a hydrogen, so it becomes a hydrogen substituted amino acid. Now the second one is CH3 substituted. Now hydrogen is the most basic one. Hydrogen is the most simplest. When we are going advanced level than hydrogen, then the second most basic level is CH3. COOH, carboxylic acid, NH2, amine group, hydrogen, and here you are substituting, instead of R group, you are substituting the most basic alkyl group, CH3. So ये सबसे basic, like सबसे basic in the sense not that acid based, basic in the sense simplest one, most simplest. Second simplest is CH3, and this example is alanine. So alanine is CH3 substituted amino acid, that is known as alanine. The specialty of this is it is the second most simplest, you can say. CH3 substituted amino acid. What we did over here, instead of R group we are adding CH3, so this is an alanine. After methyl substituted, this CH3 is known as methyl group. In any group, if you see CH4, so CH4 is methane. Methane, sorry, CH, H, and H. This is methane. When you are removing one hydrogen and we are attaching it to another group. So in this case, what we did is we are removing this hydrogen and we are attaching this carbon to this carbon. So this group becomes methyl group. This is known as methyl group. Similarly for ethyl group also, CH2, CH. CH3, CH2, that is ethyl. Now after CH3 substituted, we have the third one, that is alcohol substituted amino acid. Alcohol substituted, it is OH. OH group is called as hydroxy group, or this is known as alcohol functional group. This we'll discuss in general organic chemistry. So alcohol as a functional group. So we are using OH as a functional group. So here we have COOH, carboxylic acid, NH2, which is amine, hydrogen, and here we are not directly putting CH2. We are directly not putting OH. We are putting CH2OH. CH2OH. This is known as methyl alcohol or alcohol group. And this example is serine. So instead of R group, instead of alkyl group, when you are substituting OH group, that is known as a serine group. So CH2OH, or even if you see OH, both are same. So this is an OH substituted or alcohol substituted group. In this, what did we do? Instead of R group, we are substituting an alcohol. After this, we have the fourth one and the last one, that is ring. Ring substituted amino acid. So here what we are doing is, here we have C, then we have COOH, then we have NH2 hydrogen, and then suppose CH2, and suppose for example there is a ring over here, benzene ring. This is a ring compound. So this is known as a ring substituted amino acid. So instead of R group, we have a ring which is over here, and this, because of the rings over here, here we do not take any kind of ring. This ring substituted amino acid, this is also known as aromatic amino acid. Aromatic amino acid. Aromatic means that it is having aromaticity. Aromaticity is a character which is shown by ring properties like ring structures. Not all ring groups, only some ring groups. We'll be discussing about this in organic chemistry in chemistry later on. So just right now we need to know that this is a benzene. Like it can be koi bhi ring which is aromatic. So this is also an aromatic amino acid because this is having a benzene which is already an aromatic compound. And the example of this is triosine, tryptophan. These are the two examples of an aromatic amino acid. So till now let us revise what we have discussed in types of amino acid. Types of amino acid. Amino acids can be classified on two types. One type is on the basis of substitution of the R group. So that we have completed, and the second type we will be discussing later. So in the first type what happened is we are dividing it into three types: acidic amino acid, neutral amino acid and basic amino acid. In acidic amino acid we are removing the R group and we are adding a group which has extra carboxylic acid. In basic amino acid we are removing the R group and adding a group which has extra NH2 amine group. And in neutral, carboxylic acid and amine group both are in same number, but we are substituting something else in the place of the R group. So in neutral we have many cases: sulfur substituted, phosphorus substituted, but we are not discussing about them. The main four important which we will be discussing is hydrogen substituted, methyl substituted, alcohol substituted and the ring substituted. So in hydrogen substituted, what we are doing is we are removing the R group and we are adding on hydrogen in that. When you are adding hydrogen in the group, then it is known as a glycine. One example, it becomes a very basic, this is the most simplest type of the amino acid. After glycine we have methyl substituted amino acid. So there we are going one level above the hydrogen, that is methyl CH3, and that one example is methyl amino acid example is alanine. And after alanine we have OH substituted, alcohol substituted. There instead of R group we can either directly substitute OH or we can add CH2OH, CH3CH2OH, ethyl alcohol substituted. And one example of that is serine. And after that we have the ring substituted amino acid, in which ring substituted amino acid is also known as aromatic amino acid because the ring which we take over here is aromatic ring. So that is why they are known as aromatic amino acid, and here we are substituting an extra aromatic group. So these are the four types. An example is triosine and tryptophan. This is the first classification. Now second classification is on the basis of availability in our body. Now amino acids definitely they are important for our body. हमारे body को amino acids चाहिए. Now amino acids are of two types. Broadly two types. In detail there are three types. So one type of the amino acid is essential. So there are two types of amino acids. One type is essential amino acid and the other type is non-essential amino acid. Now essential amino acids are the types of amino acids which are not produced by the body. So see the irony, essential is very essential for the body but body does not produce it. So essential amino acid वो amino acids होते हैं which are body से नहीं produce होते हैं, not produced by body, and these have to be taken through diet. So because उन्हें डाइट से इंटेकन किया जाना चाहिए, so they are called dietary amino acids. So these are the essential amino acids. Essential amino acids वो amino acids होते हैं जो कि बॉडी से प्रोड्यूस नहीं होते हैं एंड वो हमें डाइट के थ्रू इंटेक करना है. सो जो खाना हम लोग खाते हैं, the food we eat, from that we intake that, and these are also called as dietary amino acids. Dietary मतलब डाइट, फूड. एंड देन नॉन एसेंशियल अमीनो एसिड्स जो कि बॉडी के लिए एसेंशियल नहीं है, वो बॉडी खुद से बना रहा है. सो विच आर produced by body, need not be taken by diet. That is not a point. So actually, why is it that essential amino acids are not produced by the body and non-essential produced by the body? When you have something, then it is non-essential for you, but when you don't have anything, that is more essential. So that is why essential amino acids बिकॉज दे आर नॉट प्रोड्यूस इन बॉडी, क्योंकि वो बॉडी में प्रोड्यूस नहीं होते हैं एंड दे आर इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट इज व्हाई दे आर एसेंशियल। इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि नॉन एसेंशियल आर नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट, नॉन एसेंशियल आर ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट, बट बिकॉज बॉडी में वो खुद प्रोड्यूस हो रहे हैं, सो दैट इज नॉट दैट मच इम्पोर्टेंट। एंड देयर इज अ थर्ड क्लासिफिकेशन, दैट इज सेमी एसेंशियल। Semi essential amino acids are the amino acids which are produced but very slowly inside our body. So semi essential amino acid we can take it through food also. And non essential का एक example है this tryptophan, that aromatic amino acid, that is an example of a non essential amino acid. And then we have essential amino acids and non essential amino acids. So now we have completed about the classification of the amino acid. Then one last part about amino acid is Zwitter ion. Now what is a Zwitter ion? We all know the meaning of ion. Ion का मतलब हमें पता है. Ion means any element or like any entity having a charge, which is an element having a charge, that is called as ion. So here we have Zwitter ion. Zwitter ion. So actually first इसके लिए we have to draw the basic structure of amino acid. Amino acid structure is COOH, carboxylic acid, NH2 methyl amine, and then hydrogen, and then R group. For any suppose किसी केस की वजह से we remove the hydrogen निकल जाता है, so what happens is इससे बनता है H2N COO minus. Carboxylate ion. So यहाँ पे this is one ion. Similarly, for suppose from NH2 if we are removing hydrogen किसी भी method से अगर remove हो जाता है by any process, यहाँ COOH CN okay wait CHN plus charge. ठीक है, here one it is removed and here also one is removed, so here it will get positive charge, that will get a negative charge. So these are the two forms. In these three structure कौन सा structure Zwitter ionic form है? So the answer is none of these are Zwitter ionic form. अगर out of in this amino acid structure अगर NH पे भी plus charge है and carboxylic acid पे भी minus charge है, so even COO is having a minus charge, even NH2 is having a plus charge, then that ionic form is known as Zwitter ionic form. So what is Zwitter ionic form? This one which I am drawing over here, CHR COO minus and NH plus. This structure is known as Zwitter ion. It is like pH dependent. Okay, this is the Zwitter ion of the amino acid. So finally we have completed the amino acid topic. Let us revise one time. Amino acids, as the name suggests, amine acid. Amine is NH2 group, acid is carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid plus amine in a methane is known as amino acid, which is substituted methane. And then these amino acids are joined together. Polymer of amino acid is called as protein, and proteins are polymers of amino acid which are joined by the peptide bond. Peptide bond is formed by the dehydration of the water, like dehydration of the amino acid groups. When you remove the water, then it forms a peptide bond. Peptide bond combines many amino acids and forms into a protein. Then we discuss the types of amino acid on two bases: basis of substitution and basis of the importance in the body, and then Zwitter ion. So this was all about amino acid. Let us move on to the next section of the video, that is lipids. Let us see. Now we'll be discussing about the second section of this video, that is lipids. We completed amino acids. So lipids, as we have discussed in the previous video, lipids are very weird structures. They are insoluble, but they are also small in size. So हमने पिछले वीडियो में देखा था कि लिपिड्स जो होते हैं वो insoluble होते हैं, but वो एक उनका साइज जो होता है वो 800 डाल्टन से कम होता है. So that is why they are very weird structures. Lipids उनके क्या आता है? Waxy, greasy substance. So when we hear the word lipid in our mind, it comes waxy and greasy substances, and they are esters of fatty acids. अच्छा, अब ester, what is an ester? Ester is just like peptide bond, but instead of just a single bond, then it's going to be an oxygen which is connecting them both. So that's an ester. I'll explain this in detail. So actually, lipids are waxy substances, greasy substances, and they are esters of fatty acids. And one more thing, lipids, they are not polymer. So they will not get polymerized. They are not polymer, like they are not a monomer also. It means that they are just an individual substance. So lipids are very weird substances, as we have discussed in the previous video. They are waxy, they are greasy, and they are esters of fatty acids, and they are not polymers, or they are not even a monomer. Now after this introduction, we are going to learn about what are the components of a lipid. So similarly, like amino acid, we are going to see the structure over here also. We have components. Components of lipids. So lipids have two components. One is called as glycerol, and one is fatty acid. So एक होता है glycerol, एक होता है fatty acid. Starting with glycerol, glycerol is nothing but trihydroxypropane. So just for this term, I had explained what is hydroxy. Hydroxide ion is the OH ion. So and here propane. Prop means पिछले बारे में हमने देखा था मीथेन. मिथ का मतलब होता है 1 कार्बन. एथ का मतलब होता है 2 कार्बन. prop का मतलब होता है 3 कार्बन. So 3 कार्बन joined by single bond A, and there is a trihydroxy. So this is CCOH. CHOH. This is called as trihydroxypropane, and because carbon has 4 valency, so 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, yes. So trihydroxypropane. Why don't we call this as method prop 3 all? We do not call this all because there is 3, and we can't make a single chain, and then there is IUPAC rule for that. So actually basically this is hydroxy, and there are 3 hydroxide ions. 3 hydroxide ions है, इसलिए इसको कहते हैं trihydroxy. So इसका actual name है 1, 2, 3 trihydroxypropane. So but we always call it as trihydroxypropane. So ये हो गया glycerol. अब fatty acid. So again यहाँ पे acid है तो 8 टर्मिनल पे तो COH पक्का है. So for sure there is carboxylic acid because it is an acid. And here what happens is there are n number of R groups over here. So how much amount of CH3 we can add? Actually not CH2, CH3. तो जितना मन के CH3 ग्रुप अगर आप लगा दो उसको तो आप बना सकते हो उसको ऐसा फैटी एसिड. सो ये स्टार्ट होता है विद CH3, इन बिटवीन कुछ भी कोई भी R ग्रुप आप मान सकते हो, एंड देन COH. सो वी यूजुअली ड्रॉ फैटी एसिड एज COH इज एक्चुअली C डबल बॉन्ड O OH, एंड यहाँ कोई भी एक R ग्रुप. R group means alkyl group. So this is a fatty acid. Combination of glycerol and fatty acid forms a lipid. Okay. Now let us wind up what we are seeing here, and let's just understand what we are presenting here. So components of lipids are glycerol and fatty acid. Glycerol is trihydroxypropane, CH2 CH2 CH2, and OH 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 trihydroxy, prop 3 in single bonds everywhere. So this is a glycerol. Now fatty acids is nothing but carboxylic acid, this is COOH, and then R group. Now fatty acid is actually like okay, lipids we discussed. There are we have to consider the carbon of carboxylic acid also while counting the number of carbons. Now this is a basic idea of what is lipids and what are the components of lipid. Now there are types of lipids, and one main type which we have to learn is true lipids. In true lipids we have 3 types of true lipids. One is called monoglyceride, diglyceride, and third one is triglyceride. So we are going to see what are the structures of them. So let's start with the first one, that is monoglyceride. Monoglyceride. Okay. What is monoglyceride? As the name, we have to first see the name. Name is mono. Mono means one. Glyceride means glycerol maybe. So let us see. First we are going to draw a glycerol, trihydroxypropane. So let us draw that first of all. CH2OH, CH2OH, CH2OH. Okay, this is a glycerol. Then as I say monoglyceride, it means that after this one we are going to add only, see mono means one, glyceride is that the fatty acid. So we are going to add one fatty acid over here. R C double bond O OH, right? This is what a fatty acid is. What if I put the OH over here and if I put the R over here? Here it does not matter which side CO or which side OH, which side carboxylic acid is there and which side R group is there. It doesn't matter over here because there is one ending, right? One ending can be in any direction. When there are two endings, then it matters because you are forming a chain, right? Now here there is R1, let's suppose. Monoglyceride, so only one fatty acid. Here also we have to remove the water. How will you remove water? This is a water, right? So after removing this, what you form? We form over here CH2O, C double bond O, R, CH2OH, CH2OH. This structure is known as monoglyceride. This structure over here is monoglyceride. So what is monoglyceride? Glycerol plus one fatty acid. Glycerol plus one fatty acid is called as monoglyceride. Okay. After monoglyceride, we have the second one, that is diglyceride. The second one is diglyceride. Now what is diglyceride? Instead of one fatty acid, there is going to be two fatty acids. So here we have C and first glycerol, CH2OH, CH2OH, CH2OH. So there are going to be two fatty acids. So let us take OH, C double bond O, R1. R1 means one any alkyl group. OH, C double bond O, R2. Now here we are taking two fatty acids. It does not mean that here it can mean that R1 and R2 both are same. It can also mean that R1 and R2 both are different. Here we are taking different just to be sure. So here CH2OH, this is what? This is glycerol. These are two fatty acids. So one glycerol plus two fatty acids will give you diglyceride. How? Here also we are going to remove this bond. Here also water gets removed. Then what you form is CH2O, C double bond O, R1, again CH2O, C double bond O, R2, and then CH2OH. This is the structure of diglyceride. And over here, this bond is called as ester bond. So that is why we say that fatty acid, esters of fatty acid is known as a lipid. This is a lipid. Diglyceride is a lipid. Similarly, monoglyceride is also a lipid. Now let us move on to the third structure, that is triglyceride. Same thing, instead of two fatty acids, here we are going to substitute three fatty acids. That is the triglyceride. So let us see that. Triglyceride. For triglyceride, CH2, 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 OH, OH, OH. This is glycerol. Plus, here we are putting R1. This is first fatty acid. ये सेकेंड फैटी एसिड, ये है थर्ड फैटी एसिड. सो अगर आप यहाँ पर भी वाटर निकालते हैं, सो ये बनता है एक ट्राइग्लिसराइड. CH2O, C डबल बॉन्ड O, R1, CH2O, C डबल बॉन्ड O, यहाँ पे R2, यहाँ पे CH2O, C डबल बॉन्ड O, R3, एंड ये है ट्राइग्लिसराइड. ट्राइग्लिसराइड। यहाँ हम लोग इसको ट्राइग्लिसराइड क्यों कहते हैं, क्योंकि यहाँ पे इंस्टेड ऑफ 2 फैटी एसिड यहाँ पे 3 होंगे। सो 1 ग्लिसरॉल एंड 3 फैटी एसिड्स को अगर आप ऐड करेंगे तो यहाँ पे बनता है आपका ट्राइग्लिसराइड। ओके, सो हियर दिस फर्स्ट, सेकंड एंड थर्ड फैटी एसिड, दिस इज ऑन ग्लिसरॉल एंड दिस बॉन्ड ओवर हियर, ये इसको कहते हैं एस्टर बॉन्ड। एस्टर बॉन्ड। So till now we have learned about how these are the structures that can, this is the only structure that monoglyceride, diglyceride and triglyceride, these are the structures of lipids. And then now we are going to discuss about types of fatty acids. There is only 2 types of fatty acids, not a complex one like amino acids. So there is only 2 types. One type is saturated amino acid and one type is unsaturated amino acid. So types of fatty acid. So one type is saturated and one type is unsaturated. See, saturation means, saturation का मतलब होता है एक लिमिट, the limit point is known as saturation. अगर आप उस लिमिट को पहुंच चुके हैं, so you are saturated. If you are yet to reach that limit, then you are unsaturated. So here actually in chemistry, because in terms of chemistry, if we see what is saturation. So suppose we have ethane, C double bond, no, C single bond C. This is ethane, meth ethane. So C2H5, this is ethane. अब यहाँ पे how is it a saturation? Like see, it is over here hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Here also it is hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Here everything is single bond. सारे इसमें सिर्फ single bond है. Okay. अब अगर इसको कहते हैं इथेन, एंड अगर हम इथीन को देखें, C डबल बॉन्ड को, सॉरी नॉट O, C डबल बॉन्ड C, यहाँ पे H, यहाँ पे H और H, इसको कहते हैं इथीन। हमें पता है कार्बन की वैलेंसी 4 होती है, यहाँ पे भी कार्बन की वैलेंसी 4, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, लेकिन दिस इथेन इज सैचुरेटेड, 5 सैचुरेटेड, here it is unsaturated. क्योंकि अगर आप इसको हाइड्रोजन दोगे तो एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगा, बट इफ यू ऐड अ हाइड्रोजन ओवर हियर, अगर यहाँ पे आप H2 देंगे तो ये डबल बॉन्ड को ब्रेक करके एक हाइड्रोजन के साथ सिंगल बॉन्ड ये बनाएगा, एक हाइड्रोजन के साथ सिंगल बॉन्ड ये बनाएगा। सो ये अनसैचुरेशन से सैचुरेशन की तरफ जाता है। सो दस दिस इज आर अनसैचुरेटेड। सिमिलरली देयर आर 2 टाइप्स ऑफ फैटी एसिड्स, एक होते हैं सैचुरेटेड, एक होते हैं अनसैचुरेटेड। सो यहाँ पे वी डोंट हैव टू डिस्कस इन डिटेल अबाउट देम। सैचुरेशन अनसैचुरेशन के यहाँ पे सिर्फ एग्जांपल्स याद करने हैं। इन सैचुरेटेड अमीनो एसिड वी हैव palmitic acid, and in unsaturated we have arachidonic acid. arachidonic acid में होते हैं 20 कार्बन्स and palmitic acid में होते हैं 16 कार्बन। What does 16 कार्बन mean? So suppose यहाँ पे फैटी एसिड एक ड्रॉ करते हैं, कैसा होता है, यहाँ पे एक O होगा, फिर यहाँ C डबल बॉन्ड O, यहाँ R1, यहाँ पे ग्लाइसिन जुड़ा है, ग्लिसरॉल जुड़ा है। ओके, यहाँ R1 इन द डेफिनेशन आई सेड दैट व्हाट इज अ फैटी एसिड। फैटी एसिड यहाँ R1 की जगह यहाँ पे कुछ भी हो सकता है, n नंबर ऑफ ग्रुप्स एंडिंग विद CH3। तो ये CH3 1 कार्बन, ये C डबल बॉन्ड OH का 1 कार्बन। अब ये 2 कार्बन हो गए, बचे इन बीच में अगर आप 14 कार्बन को ऐड करेंगे, 14 + 2 0 से 16, सो 16 कार्बन, मतलब C डबल बॉन्ड O, फिर आएगा CH2 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 ऐसे कंटिन्यूस until of 16 carbon, that is called as palmitic acid. And because it is saturated, it is going to be everything single bond. That is why the concept of saturation and unsaturation. यहाँ पे सारे कार्बन जो है वो सैचुरेटेड यानी कि सिंगल बॉन्ड में रहेंगे, लेकिन अरैकिडोनिक एसिड में 20 कार्बन होते हैं। अगर आप फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट को हटा दे तो 18 कार्बन होते हैं, और 18 कार्बन में कहीं ना कहीं डबल बॉन्ड या ट्रिपल बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट होता है। Somewhere or the other, triple bond or double bond is present, which makes it unsaturated and makes here as saturated. This is only the different types of fatty acid. Saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acids. Now we have discussed about monoglyceride, diglyceride and triglyceride. Now triglyceride is the one which we are eating every day, because when we think about lipid, अगर आप lipid के बारे में सोचें, in your mind it comes butter, ghee, oils, etc. So what are these? These are triglycerides. these are nothing but triglycerides. Now triglycerides are of two forms. One is oils and one is fats. तो ट्राइग्लिसराइड्स के दो फॉर्म होते हैं, एक होते हैं फैट्स और एक होते हैं ऑयल्स. फैट्स एंड ऑयल्स. फैट्स आर सॉलिड at room temperature. They have high melting point. And examples of fats are butter, ghee, or vanaspati ghee. And then in oils they are liquid at room temperature. They have low melting point or boiling point. Yes, low boiling point over here, melting point. Example are any type of oil, vegetable oil, etc. So these are fats and oils. Fats are solid at room temperature. They have high melting point, and liquids and oils are liquids at room temperature with a low melting point. And these are triglycerides. Triglycerides are actually very harmful for our body. Even they are necessary for the body. For liver it is necessary, but actually excess in amount of everything is bad for human. So this is the triglyceride. Now there are one more types of lipids, and those are known as conjugated lipids. Conjugated means they are having they are associated with something else also. There is one conjugation of lipid known as lecithin. So this lecithin, it is present in प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन. तो जो लेसिथिन होता है वो प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन में प्रेजेंट होता है. एंड ये एक्चुअली दिस इज अ वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स स्ट्रक्चर बिकॉज लेसिथिन हैज फॉस्फेट ग्रुप. इसमें लाइक ट्राइग्लिसराइड का स्ट्रक्चर होता है, बट इंस्टेड ऑफ द थर्ड कार्बन के फैटी एसिड की जगह यहाँ पे फॉस्फेट ग्रुप और एक कोलिन का ग्रुप ऐड होता है, विच फॉर्म्स अ वेरी बिग स्ट्रक्चर. एंड दिस इज एक्चुअली प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन. एंड देन वी हैव द लास्ट टॉपिक, आई मीन द लास्ट स्ट्रक्चर, दैट इज ऑफ कोलेस्ट्रॉल. Cholesterol has 27 carbon. I think it is like this. CH3 over here, CH3 over here, and here there is going to be a CH3, here there is going to be a CH3, here there is going to be a OH, and this. I think this is the structure for the this is the structure for the cholesterol. So this is the main structure for cholesterol. And then we have lecithin. Lecithin is nothing but a plasma membrane fatty acid. It is present in plasma membrane. It has a phosphate group and a choline group. So this is a cholesterol. It has 27 carbon. Let us check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 27 carbons are present inside this. This is the structure of a cholesterol. So I hope you have enjoyed today's videos. In today's video, so actually in this what happens is this bond won't be formed over here. It will form from here above. It is like this. Here sees. And the double bond is over here. So this is the structure of cholesterol with 27 carbons. Let us check it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 and 27. Okay, so this is the carbohydrate cholesterol. So not carbohydrate, cholesterol. So I hope you have enjoyed today's video. आज के वीडियो में वी हैव डिस्कस्ड अबाउट द अमाइनो एसिड्स एंड वी हैव डिस्कस्ड अबाउट द लिपिड्स. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed this video, do like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're new. See you next time in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.